Hanina right now. They're annexing houses and they're continuing. The ethnic cleansing is still going on. About a month ago, I forget the name of the person in Beit Hanina, but they evicted them from their home. They're still doing the same thing that they did in 1948. They're still doing it today. The ethnic cleansing, the Nakba, has not stopped. It is ongoing. This is something that we need to understand. The Holocaust lasted, what, a few years? And then it was ended. It's finished. There's no Holocaust going on today. But the Palestinian Nakba is ongoing for 64 years. It didn't stop. They still bomb Gaza. They still, every once in a while, go into Ramallah and invade and re-invade. And like I said, Beit Hanina, they took somebody out of his home. In 2012, this is happening. They evicted a person from Beit Hanina, him, and I think it was 14 members of the family. It was 2 houses. They just took them out. They're taking all the areas that are close to East Jerusalem. So, if some people, they may think that they're safe. They're from Beit Hanina, and you know, I speak to some people, and I still don't think they understand the concept of return, because I'm technically from 1948, and so is Nader, right? So a lot of times people, the 67ers, if you will, don't understand what we're talking about. We have everything to lose. People of 1948 have everything. This is why you see a lot of people from the 48 areas who are more passionate, because they have everything to lose. You have somebody from the PLO, they come here, and they're talking about a 2-state solution, or they're talking about some fantasy of a state, and people actually listen to them, and they believe them. You know, these people have sold us down the pike. They're traitors out front, and we still believe them. They don't fight. The PLO right now, Ma'an and Saib Harakat, they don't fight for people in 1948. They don't speak for people like me. This is why I laughed when he was here last time, and we met him at La Villa Park, and he was saying they're the sole representative of the Palestinian people. I mean, what kind of statement is that? That the PLO has sold us out in 1988. Their charter changed. They used to be from the river to the sea. In 1988, they officially sold us out. That's why the Oslo Accords came into effect, and Nader was talking about Abu Ammar before and stuff like that. I'm not saying that Abu Ammar sold us out, but he made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I believe he was still much better. This is my personal opinion. He's still much better than what we have today, without a doubt. But it's important to understand. I mean, the more we divide each other, the more we're going to continue to be divided. We can't say that, okay, I'm from Beit Hanina, I returned, I have a villa, I have a house in Beit Hanina. I don't need to fight for the return. Just look what happened. They evicted somebody from Beit Hanina. So it's important to understand that, and the reason why I bring that up is because this is Beit Hanina society. And we need to pay attention to these things, and people should really come out. In New York today, they had a Nakba protest. They have hundreds of people in the streets. Here in Cleveland, we're not as active. And this is something that we need to pay attention to. I know there's fear. I understand all that stuff, but you know, you're engaging in talk and dialogue. There's nothing really to be afraid of, for the most part. I mean, I understand that some people are targeted. Some, for the most part, immigrants are targeted because they don't know their rights, they don't know their laws. You know, if you have people that talk to you about crazy stuff, you know, stay away from them or report them. So I don't understand the fear factor. I mean, Don has been trying to make the event at the Islamic Community Center, which is largely Palestinian. For the most part, the majority of, where I came from in New York, the mosque I went to were mostly Pakistanis. But here, they're mostly from Palestine, and they're really not engaged. They're afraid. Because I understand there's a case with, you know, formerly with Imam Damara and so on. You cannot let that fear play into your hands. And, you know, we should really be teaching our kids, and this is why I respect Nada, because his kids are here. This is very important. I mean, it's really worth it. One person here from the youth is definitely worth an event. And so we need to pay attention to that stuff. Nobody's safe. Beit Hanina is not safe. Whether you're in Gaza, you're not safe. Whether you're in Ramallah, in the American section of Ramallah, you know that they call it now, Manatik al-Amerikan or whatever, some of the outskirts. Nobody is safe. So we're all Palestinians. We need to stop this thing. You know, you're a 67er, you're a 48er, you're a Gazan. You know, Nader, you're from Gaza, right? I mean, we're all Palestinian. So that's the point. And Nader really said it all. I don't have any more much to say. And I really, for the most part, thank the kids for being here, and thanks everybody else for listening. Thank you.